Here's a look at today's assignment where we are going to review generic rectangles. The learning targets are: I can use the generic rectangle strategy to solve a multiplication problem, and I can practice the generic rectangle strategy. So right here we have two generic rectangles on this slide. The directions say 1, multiply the numbers to fill out all 4 boxes, and then add the numbers in the boxes together to find the product. The product is the answer to the multiplication problem. So this one, we are multiplying 25 times 18. So in our tens, we have 20, and in our ones column, we have 5. So this would be 20, this would be 5. For 18, 1 is in our tens column, 8 is in our ones column, 18. Now we're going to multiply the answers to get these 4 boxes filled out. So 20 times 10 is our first one. You're going to take a text box and you're going to put the answer, which would be 200. And then you're going to look at these two numbers, just like filling out a multiplication table. 5 times 10, which is 50. So I'm going to take that text box and I'm going to write 50. Then we have 20 times 8, which would be equal to 160. So I'm going to make a text box with 160. And then we have 5 times 8, which is 40. So I'm going to make a text box with 40. Then where it says answer, you're going to add up those products. So it would be 200 plus 50 plus 160 plus 40, which is equal to 450. So the answer to this multiplication problem, 25 times 18, is equal to 450. That's how you fill out a generic rectangle. Here's another one, 36 times 22. You'll multiply the numbers that line up with each box and then add up the products. On the second slide, there are just larger numbers. So we're adding a column on the generic rectangle. This first one is 135 times 47. So first I'm going to look at my hundreds column, which would be 100. And I'm just going to place the 3 and the 5 with zeros. Next is 30. 30 is in the tens place, and I'm going to replace that 5 with a 0. It's just going to be 30. And 5 is in the ones place, so that goes over here. For 47, 4 is in the tens place, so that becomes 40. And 7 is in the ones place, that becomes 7. And I'm going to do the same thing. So here, for this box, I'm multiplying 100 times 40, which is equal to 4,000. So I'm going to add my text box. 40 times 30 is this second box here. 40 times 30 is 1,200. I'm going to add my text box there. Then we have 40 times 5, which is equal to 200. So I'm going to put my text box right in that box. Now we take these top numbers and we multiply them all by this 7. 100 times 7 is 700. So I would take my text box, 700. 30 times 7 is 210. So I would add my text box right there. And then 5 times 7 is equal to 35. So I would add my text box there. And for the answer, I'm going to do the same thing. You would add up all the products. So 4,000 plus 1,200 plus 200 plus 700 plus 210 plus 35 is equal to 6,345. So 135 times 47 is 6,345. You'll do the same for the second one. And then here, you have to fill in the missing parts. So you have to look to see what numbers we already have and try to figure out what other numbers we are missing. So I know this is going to be 10 something, but I don't know quite yet what. So first I'm going to look, and I'm going to look at the easiest one, which is this bottom right box, and it says 4. 2 times what equals 4? Well, the answer is 2. So I'm going to put a 2 right up there. Okay, so now I know 2 times 4. I also can look at it this way. 40 divided by 2, or 2 times what equals 40? It's 20. So I know 20 has to go right over here. So now I have all my outside numbers, and maybe it's easier for you to do the inside first, but for me I needed to find the outside. So 20 times 10 is equal to 200. So I would put 200 right there. And then 10 times 2 is equal to 20. So that would go right in that box. And then again, you add up the numbers in the middle, the products, and then to get your final answer for 12 times 22. And then you'll do this one over here.